finally heading out of Vegas. Couldn't be happier. We're sick of the city. Vacation starts now.
Woohoo. And this is the first sign we've had of Gus being even a little bit hot. So we got a wet towel on him now. We
already got some issues with this. It's pinging pretty bad coming up this hill. So just filled the tank coming out of town. I can't hear it, but it's pinging real bad up these hills, so I'm taking a little bit slow. And what that means is our timing's either too advanced, we have carbon buildup on the piston possibly, but essentially the fuel is igniting sooner than it should, and it's not good. It's gonna hammer away at the pistons, destroy the engine. I just pulled off on this scenic road, take a little break, then I'd use the restroom, eat some lunch. This would be a good opportunity to show you the hot start issue, and hopefully we can address that, we'll fix that. And also I might back the timing off a touch too with the pinging going uphill, but I figure let's fix the fuel issue first. So I've been sitting for around 10 minutes. Let's see how it starts now being hot. You see, that extended crank, not normal and doesn't do it when it's cold. So based on my experience with the Wrecker that has the same motor, the TBI one we have at home, I think it's the relay, but I'm gonna do a quick check. So over here, this red wire, you can apply power to the pump. Go ahead and turn the key on real quick. Just don't start it, just turn it on. So I don't hear the pump flowing anything up here. And when she turns the key on, it should be cycling the pump. And what I'm going to do now is take a positive and just put it right to this test wire. What I didn't already tell you is the other night I pulled this off when it wasn't starting hot, and I saw no fuel coming out of the injector. So I know it's definitely a fuel problem. So let's see. Yep, I hear the pump going. Let that run. Go ahead and try to start it now. Yeah. Boom. See that? I think it's just a bad relay. 23 bucks. I got this Duralast one, and based on my experience, these are very common to fail. And actually, I wanted to show you guys, it doesn't need the relay plugged in to run. You see that? With it unplugged, it still runs. So it's just probably not running the pump as strong, and that could be part of our issue on the highway with the pinging. Maybe we're not getting enough fuel pressure, which would be causing it to run lean. So I'm just gonna pop this guy right next to it since there's space for two relays, and we'll see if that fixes our issue. I won't be able to tell you for sure now because it's only after you let it sit. Oh man, that just broke the connector. Oh well. Let's see how this starts now. Check it again later. So on hard acceleration, we still got the pinging now. That didn't take care of that issue. Coming in through Kingman now.
I'm gonna climb this thing, okay?
You're gonna get arrested. That would be an easy climb though, huh? Backside of downtown Kingman, and see that this thing is rattling over bumps. These back roads look kind of cool, almost like they used to be a neighborhood or something, or was gonna be in the neighborhood. I'm not sure, but I would live back here. You see all the roads cut out in this town, and it's like they were never used, because that doesn't look like it was ever a road. It's so rough. Interesting. So before we hit the road out of Kingman, I'm gonna do some maintenance. Definitely deserves an oil change on this truck. And also, you see this hood? It's been like fluttering up and down in the wind. So hopefully that's just a quick adjustment. Yeah, see, this stops all the way down and this one's up. Let's bring that guy up a little bit and bring this one up. That'll do it. Looking pretty darn dry under here. A little bit of leakage coming from the transmission. We got a new idler arm too. Looks like somebody installed it and never greased it though. It wouldn't be a bad idea to grease some of the stuff on this. That's why, honestly, I was thinking probably a better idea to just bring this in for an oil change somewhere. That way get it up on the lift too, but I don't know. Nicer to take care of it yourself. She's been good to us so far, so we're gonna give her a little love. Spin them on a fresh AC Delco and fill her up with some fresh Rotella. Check out this rig over here. Trying to not spill the oil at the same time. Fire this up. And by the way, hot starts, not a problem anymore. That relay definitely took care of it. Now for our water leak, again, a main issue when I bought this rig was he was saying that the intake had to be replaced due to a water leak, but I mean, I've been keeping an eye on it and it's cooled down enough to take this off right now. We do need a new cap. See, that's torn, dry rotted, but still off the level on the rad, and the bottle actually has a leak off the bottom anyway, so no sense in topping that back off. Yeah, I guess I'll get a cap for it and we'll just keep keeping an eye on it. That's it. That matches up good. Hopefully it doesn't start leaking a lot more coolant now that it has a new cap. We'll keep the old one in case. Oh wow, I got so lucky on the fuel filter. They don't come off that easy in the Northeast. I'm gonna toss a new one on just because, like, I'm sure this one's fine, but just to be safe, you know. New filter bolted up. Probably should have done that somewhere else though, because it was running gas down the frame onto the ground, and then some employees came outside and were smoking. It's not good. And actually, there was a bunch of crud that came out of the old one. Look at that. It's like, almost looks like silver galvanized from the tank or something. We'll cut this open after the trip, see what it looks like. And should probably check the differential level since we do have a small pinion leak. It's covered in dust now from driving. Yep, we're up to level. Good to go. Look at this homemade truck camper right here. Oh my gosh. Gus, you finally go get to meet some other dogs. It's quite the setup. Okay, all right. Hold on. Good boy.
Oh.
They just want to sniff you, boy. They just want to sniff you.
Quite the welcoming committee. Hi there.
What are you doing? What are you barking at? What's going on with you? Taking a little nap with the ball in your mouth? Nobody's throwing the ball for you? Well, we decided to check into the Kingman KOA. Cute little campground, only 35 bucks. And check out these spots. They got little shrubs between them. Nice view out back. Jen's over there setting the tent up, and I'm gonna put our new carpet on the dash because that came in. But a few more things I found in Emma when I was cleaning that out. Check this out. It's an inspection from 1996. The only emissions device it has is a gas cap. The rest, NA. But passed the CO with flying colors and everything else. And then this 107.5 extreme radio. But look at the back. There's an ad for Action Page. 6 months free service with purchase of an Action Pager. Virtual free game world. Pretty funny stuff. Let's see if this turtle wax is still any good. No, I'd say no. So we're gonna take the dash from this to that. Wonderful looking carpet dash, the way it should be. Next on the list is these mirrors. Every time we get on the highway, the wind starts pushing them back, and also when you shut the door, they seem to work their way back. So I'll pull this cover off and be able to wedge something in there, make that a little bit tighter. These just rely on that bracket pinching in there. I took a screw, shoved it in, and I think that I threaded that in. I think that'll do it. And that's all it needed. Nice and sturdy. I ended up stopping into this place. I think Jay got us a table. Pulling back up to the KOA at night. I love the old school neon. Yes. Good morning. It was a chilly night last night. Went down to the mid-20s. But woke up, beautiful view, and sun came up. We did not sleep in the tent. Ended up sleeping in the burb because that was a lot more comfy. Although, you know, it was still freezing. It was nice and toasty in here, babe, last night, or what?
Yeah, it was really warm.
Yeah, we were icicles. Now I'll probably hit the road, head out of Kingman. All right, sleepyhead, time to drag you out of bed.
Oh.
Come on. Probably let her nap, hit the road. We'll stack everything on one side.
Just put it around me.
Just stack everything on top of you?
It's fine.
So by the way, I was doing some more inspecting on this and did find the bottom of this door has a little bit of rust starting. It didn't make it to the outside yet. Also underneath of this window, not rusted through, but that's probably the worst I've found on the whole thing as far as rot goes. And then one dent I didn't notice right there. Don't know how that's a weird dent to get, but somebody's ready to go. Look at that guy. You guys probably can't see it that well in the far distance, but we're getting ready to head up a fairly steep grade. I pulled off real quick because before we start heading up this steep pass in toward Flagstaff, I want to run this can of B12 through the intake, try to clean off carbon on the pistons if that's what's maybe causing our pinging. And then if that doesn't correct it, we'll get a timing light on it later, or again, just retard the timing a little bit. About a half can, just kind of trickling it in as running the throttle, and you know, a good way to break off all those carbon deposits or destroy an engine too. If you dump the whole bottle in at once, oh man, I don't know, you could definitely hurt some stuff. No pinging at all when you smack it open. So that means the timing's pretty much fine where it is. Let's see if that corrects our issue going up this mountain pass. And basically, if you get heavy carbon deposits on the valves and the piston, that can increase your compression ratio. First test right now. I think I heard a tiny bit of pinging still there. We'll check the timing a little bit. We are passing a stretch of I-40 with like foot-deep potholes all over the place. I've already seen 6 people pulled over within the last couple miles with flat tires. It's unreal. I mean, this is bad. Like, you probably can't tell on camera, but a lot of these are really deep. Like, what did they do to this road? Yup, here's one. That's a flat tire. This road is shot. A good spot. Take a quick break. Time to wake up, Jen. Take a look outside. Look where we are.
What the hell?
We're in snow country. How about you, Gus? You gotta go potty? Oh yeah. Get the big yawns out. You've been sleeping all morning, you lazy bum. Big stretches. How is this up here? Hard pack? Oh yeah. Yeah, how about that? This is kind of nice. Come on. Go get him. Good boy. Let's see you climb down. Come on. Come on, Gus. Did want to show you guys with a new rad cap on there. We're holding good pressure going down the road, and now that intake leak has exposed itself. A little puddle right there. Now I wonder if this aluminum intake's all corroded on the inside. We'll find out later. Can't believe he bought that towel. Passing by this, and it looked pretty darn cool, this old gas station. Check it out. Whoa. Stunning with the mountains in the background. I don't know how well the camera picks that up, but kitchen. Oh, would you look at that? So awesome when trains are going through the desert. I don't know what it is. It's just neat being able to see like as far as you can. Oh, look at this. That looks fun to walk out on. Little Take her easy today, though. And here come the mid-train pushers, chugging away. Getting ready to head into the steep mountain passes. Jen's recording me, making fun of me for pulling over to the videotape crate. This rig is pretty stuck. He's got his bobtailing buddy trying to pull him out. Let's see. Oof. Yeah, I don't think they'll help at all with that. He's gonna get stuck though. He's got the locker on now too. Got slicks on here now. They're packed with muddy sand. Yeah, and then set it back down real quick. Here, hop on with me. Yeah, here, hold on. Oh, that does bring it back quite a bit. Oh.
Yeah, it's moving a little bit.
Oh, there it goes. That's gonna be my guess. Oh, there it goes. Nice. Good stuff. All right, hey, good luck, man.
Thanks.
Yep, I'll see you. Great food in Gallup, New Mexico.
Would you guys eat your wives?
I would start at your butt cheeks. I'm sure Gus would too. You taste like pork chops.
I'll remember that.
Rio Puerco.
Rio Puerco. Rio Porco. This is gonna be a true GPS miles per gallon fill up. We did 306.8 miles, and I was trying to find the deviation of the speedometer, but you can't use that at all because it starts bouncing above 75. Wow, only 16.89 gallons. But divide that into 306.9. A whopping 18 miles to the gallon. So that is amazing. We still have a half tank. It's a 30-gallon tank. We could have went 600 miles. 18 miles to the gallon. That's unreal. And we were doing 70, 75 the entire way.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this thing is money.
Chris is really geeking out right now over the fuel consumption. He's really happy.
I mean, this thing, this road hog, 18 miles to the gallon, over 18 miles to the gallon. It's unreal. Like, this is a good rig. I'm so glad we're not in the 454 Emma getting 8, 9 miles to the gallon. Now 15 minutes from Albuquerque. Nice view of the city from up there. Kind of like a small town city. Well, actually, no, it's pretty big over there in downtown. Albuquerque. I'm gonna stop in this place for a quick brew. This is the kind of shop I need to buy. It looks like his old industrial automotive shop. We got Princess parking up front. In Emmeline. Man, she's starting to look good. So within like 1 mile of this place, there are 7 other breweries. It's insane. Albuquerque's like the land of breweries. Look at that, nice clean place. Cheers. And live bold.
You really love the 80s music because you feel like they put everything on the line, is what you just said. Here it goes.
Here it is.
2, 3.
They're so powerful is what it is.
Yeah.
The 80s choruses are just like very powerful. Now or never.
Get it done or you're going to die.
Everything's on the line right now. Get the timing chain done. You can jump up there? Oh, almost. Almost. He's a good boy. Gus, come here, boy.
Gus!
Come here. Oh, look at you. Gus. Oh, only one way. Went and looked at another truck this morning, a round eye 1977 8-foot bed short cab, but if it was rust free, we were considering maybe buying it and trailering it home, U-Haul it, but it wasn't. It had some rust, so passed on that, and now I guess headed toward Texas. Really don't want to leave the mountains, but probably should have cleaned the windshield too. Not that it helps that much. This thing is shot. So many dings in it. How is it back there?
It's great.
Yeah?
Yep, I'm having a great time.
Enjoying yourself. Good old American road trip.
This is the most fun I've had on one of these trips, like as far as just being, like I have all this room, I feel like I'm sitting at home on a couch.
We didn't make it too far because we were passing, we saw Charlie's Fleet Service and he had all these old cars. So let's stop, see if anything's for sale. Well, everything's for sale. This is actually his gold and silver collection, he says. Was just inside talking to him. Super nice guy. He's got 3 amazing little dogs. I'll have to talk to him there before we roll, but yeah, let's just kind of take a quick peek at all these nice desert Willies and everything else sitting here. An old Imperial, Grand Prix. I'm just gonna let you guys kind of take a peek. Everything is for sale, but he says you gotta pay my price, which seems not necessarily cheap. REO, heavy duty. Yeah. The guy's got the right idea though. What a great investment. This kind of stuff does not go down in value out here. No mold, limited rust. Look at this Jeep. Oh man. It's got good tires on it too. A J3000 4-wheel drive with F100 next to it. Also a custom cab. Manny tranny. Wood's rotted out, but steel's still good. International. Look at the paint job. That's incredible. Love it. L190. That thing, imagine driving that down the road. Of course, you could fold this all the way forward, I suppose. Oh, it's got the fifth wheel on too. I didn't even notice that. Wow, this is quite the rig. Made by Austin. Looks like an inline 6 gasser. No exhaust. Yeah, this happened. That's a darn shame. You guarding the place? Yeah. Yes, you are. Wanna go back in? Alrighty. Well, hey, that was awesome. We're gonna go hit the road now, but wanted to say bye to Abby here. She's just taking a nap on the couch. This is Lily. And Harley over here.
It's actually Miley, but that's...
Oh, Miley, okay. All right, well, hey, great meeting you, Charlie. I will let the people know that your vehicle's here for sale in New Mexico, and yeah. So, all righty, let's hit the road. See how far we make it. Passing some bees. They're probably so cold. That train's running a little rich, huh? Blowing some soot. We pull off in Tuckamacari. I don't know how to. Tuckamacari. You get some gas, but apparently nothing's open around here. What's going on? Used to be a shell not too long ago. Ah, like see if I could buy this place. Look at that shop back here. Oh, this was a pretty big rest stop, truck stop too. This is a nice building. I'd buy this thing in a heartbeat. Fill her up.
Oh my god.
I only get a flat tire here. Or with this wind, have this thing blow over on us. It'd be terrible. Well, here's the restaurant. The only reason there's so many different abandoned places and motels because this is an old section of Route 66 that got bypassed by Route 40. Park and Eat, Dell's Restaurant. This is where we're gonna go get some lunch. He doesn't like the wind. Does he now?
No.
Gus, come on. There's some grass over here. He says, no.
Yeah, because it almost blows him over.
Gus, come on.
He's
Come
like,
on, you're
I'm
short
only
and
10
stout.
pounds.
Let's go. $9.99 BBQ Burger, and Jen got the liver. This is off the doggy menu. Actually, okay, it's just some brisket off Daddy's sandwich. Here, boy. Hold on a second. You're gonna eat the napkin. There we go. Some brisket for the pups. Welcome to Texas. I gotta say, it's nice to have an overdrive. We are cruising 86 miles an hour right now, and this thing's as smooth as can be. You can see that speedometer is basically useless. Kind of bouncing all around, no consistency at all. So we were just passing these two ladies. They waved us down, looked like they might need some help.
Megan.
Megan, I'm Jen. So nice to meet you.
I'm Francie.
Francie.
Yeah.
That's a pretty name.
Thank you.
So the big problem was they were able to switch their own tire, but they didn't have a socket big enough or deep enough to get a spare off of here. Luckily, we got some deep sockets.
Was waving for quite a while. And
Really? And nobody stopped?
we had 3 people stop.
Yeah, but
Like,
nobody
you're the
could
third
help
one.
us.
Oh.
The other 2 they
Oh.
didn't have any
We just flagged down.
You were here
right
for
first, 'cause we
45
got-
minutes, you said? Wow. That's not a
And I
fun
got
spot to be for 45 minutes.
no, not at all.
Especially with the horses.
The one in the back doesn't come out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 4
Hi.
horses in there.
Oh, my goodness.
3 horses are reining, ranch riding, cow horses, and then the horse up in the front is actually a Mustang from Canada.
Wow. That's so cool. Gus, where you at, bud? You being good boy? Okay.
And I haven't said we just cut.
Oh, wow. Lucky that nothing worse happened, right?
Alright. Should be good to.
All done?
Thank you so much.
Yep, no problem. Yeah. It's good to help them out. They said 3 other people stopped, but nobody had a socket. So they're there for, what'd they say, 45 minutes they were there for?
Yeah.
Gee. Well, glad to get them off the side of the highway. Bunch of black cow out there and the wind turbines, energy farms spooling up. Lots of energy. You see it's like a dust storm up north, just of us. Hopefully it stays over that way. All right, boy, run free. Go get him. Go get him, Gus. We're at Cadillac Ranch. Let's see why these dust storms start. like these are really gonna become a hazard as they rust off at the ground now. Oh, look at that! It still spins, baby! He's chasing birds. Baby's chasing birds! We've made it to Amarillo and doing a pit stop. Gonna try installing the turn signal switch. Just feels totally pooched. Let's get this in, see if that takes care of it. And then we'll diagnose if it doesn't. That all came off fine, and I see somebody beat this with a hammer before to get it off, but I guess I'll just go get the right tool. O'Reilly's didn't have it, but AutoZone did. Brand new kit. Well, should be able to crank this right off. Yep, there she goes. All right, baby. Now you can go clean this, right?
Sure.
Here's a close-up on that steering wheel. The groove is just like packed with crud, and I was kind of scraping some of it as I was driving, but I think Jen will be able to do a nice job on that. There you go, baby.
Ooh, thank you.
And then you use this tool to press down and pop that little retainer out. Well, we are just about there. Now just have to get the wires out, which look fine, but might be a problem getting this guy out of there. Those wires run down, and you do have to take some other things because there's no way for it to slide through. So the way I ended up getting this in is cutting the wires off and then duct taping them. I took all the terminal pins out and then just able to pull it through. And this switch right here, this one you just put into the, I think it's the off position, was it? Yeah, and then just pulls right out. And here we go, lights on. Left blinker is blinking. And still not blinking out back, so that didn't fix it. So that means back to the wiring diagram tomorrow and diagnosing. At least I got this new nice shiny steering wheel Jen cleaned up. She put a few nicks in it, but not bad. I'm gonna go check in with the hotel now. We got some princess parking out front and checked into this Cactus Cove place. They're in the midst of renovations, but really neat little hotel. It's only 65 bucks too. Wait till you see this place. Like super cool spot. Nice and clean. A mural up on the wall. And as you go in, you're like in this, I don't know, courtyard we'll call it, whatever. You got fake grass and the fountain. 65 bucks. You got a barber shop right there too. Here comes Jen out of her room. Camping doesn't make sense. Why would you haul an RV around when you can? Yeah, it's crazy. And it's also in the mid-20s again tonight. So
Yeah.
cold for Texas in March. The next afternoon, we're ready to roll out of town here from the hotel, but did put the multimeter up on the yellow wire coming from that connector, and you can see with the blinker on, the voltage is alternating. Should really have a test light. And it's just a wiring issue going to the back. I came down here, was checking for powers, and this one had a broken tab on it, and the connector, all I had to do was squeeze it a little bit tighter together. And I don't know how well you can see it with the connector off. One of those bullet pins is actually pushed back almost like a little bit of the yellow one, so almost a little bit of terminal push out on it, terminal pin push out, but we got it working. Now I can change lanes safely. Now one other thing before we hit the road today, I'm gonna have Jen grab the top of this wheel and push it in and out just like that. Show you guys, we got some upper ball joint play. Just push it in and out, baby. I don't know if you guys can see that. No, all right, that's good. It needs an upper ball joint, but also control arm bushings are pretty shot on it too. The lower's tight, and already these bushings are good too. It looks like that was done at one point. All right, now I'm gonna pop these off, see if I can get them balanced across the way. And also, this has been just driving me crazy, this loose center cap. I got some new lug nuts too, because these are all, yeah, they're the stainless steel cover ones, and the covers come off. They're annoying. Oh, and a big shout out to Mark for hooking us up with that Duralast jack, really coming in handy. That's the guy that bought Emma. Now you can see somebody just did the front brakes on this before we bought it. I mean, those are brand spanking new. 12-30 seconds on the pads, beautiful. The same deal over on the passenger side, and man, I just can't get over how clean this is. The lack of rust makes me so happy. I just rolled those across the street. Hopefully have them, I don't know, in 20 minutes or so. It's 20 bucks to balance two wheels, not bad. To replace these shorty acorns with the stainless sleeves, I got the solid long acorn, whatever you'll call them, extended shaft. These ones just weren't sticking out far enough for these rims. You barely grab the ends of them. Let's check out these rear brakes too. These need an adjustment. Makes sense, the parking brake was really loose too. Not seeing any seepage, everything's together right. Plenty of meat on these. Do a quick adjustment, put them together. It's really annoying on these, there's no port on the back side for this star adjuster. So with being a slight lip on these drums, this is as tight as I'm going to be able to get them, unless I grind that lip off with something, because we can barely get it on there. And then that's, you know, that's good adjustment there once they're on. I mean, it could go a little bit tighter, but that should fix things up. But normally if you had the window on the back, you could get the adjustment dialed in just fine. Can't do that on this for some reason. For this slop, I just asked Jen if she's got a hair tie. She's checking. I think a hair tie around here will take that out. But look how it's like wearing into this cap so much. It should fit tight around this. Will the hair tie fix it? Put that on. Actually, what if we just put the hair tie on the outside of this? That's what I should have done. I think that'll work. Yep, that's gonna take care of it. Looks much better with the longer lug nuts. Loose adjustment on this side too. Our spring for the adjustment arm is hooked down here. Now that must be the slight brake noise I was hearing. That's almost worn through on the spring. That somehow came out and got caught up there. Interesting. Well, I'll get that hooked back up and adjusted. Wheels are done. Gus is like, oh my gosh. Cool. Let's get these together, hit the road. I know you guys probably can't hear the difference, but with those hubcaps tight now, it is just a world of a difference. Rolling through downtown McLean. Got a little museum. Thought maybe grab a coffee. Oh, Brown Drugs. Look at that. We always like to kind of go through some of the small towns and, you know, see what the properties look like. Occasionally we run into old vehicles that have been sitting too. Now, forget if I told you guys, but still getting some pinging on the highway. It's barely noticeable, but I just grabbed a cheap timing light so we can check the base timing. Should be 0 degrees. With the plug disconnected, which is right down here, it's this little guy, which before disconnecting it, we're actually at 35 degrees. And now with the plug disconnected, you see the idle came down. It's surging a little bit too. Let me see what we're at. If this darn Harbor Freight gun is accurate, we're at 19 degrees before top dead center, which is 20 degrees over what it should be. It should be at 0. So I'm gonna adjust that. I think we should have. Maybe that's why I'm getting such good fuel mileage. I am having just the worst time trying to use this Duralast distributor wrench to get it. I can't get out there, but then guess what I did? I grabbed the distributor. And look at that, you can spin it without even loosening it. So that's not good. That means that could have been vibrating as we're going down the road and just bumping the timing up, 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 and up. I actually heard a story of a guy out on the Delaware River once that blew his motor from that. He left the distributor loose and took it out on the water and it exploded the motor. So, wow, that's really good that we caught that, guys. Because especially with all the wind noise coming in, it's hard for me to hear what's going on with the engine as when we're doing 85 mile an hour. So it would have just grenaded, you know. We got the gun set at 0 degrees. I see the line. I'm gonna now grab the distributor, spin it clockwise until that line matches up with 0 with TDC. And there it is, that's 0 degrees base timing. Okay, the idle came down some too. Let's plug the spout back in. Well, we might have to see what it's at now. Yeah, that put us at about 25 degrees timing when it's sitting here idle. So, all right, that's good. Luckily, this wrench is made out of some chintzy metal, so we can flatten it out. And then I'll shove it in a hitch back here and give it the bend that I need it to have, which is a little bit sharper of an angle. Yeah, that'll do it. Yes, and now it fits so much better. I can tighten this down.
I'm sure one more bend and it'll snap though.
No, it felt like it had some lead in
So
there.
that's just your bendable wrench now?
Yeah, distributor wrench.
Why doesn't anybody make bendable tools?
I mean, generally you don't want them to be that weak. That means the head of the tool is weak too. Wow, that was really, really loose. See, now if I grab it, I can't spin the dizzy. So that's good. That's really, really good. I can't stress it enough.
The dizzy ain't getting dizzy.
The dizzy is not getting loose and gonna destroy the engine. So good stuff.
We actually had a nice lady stop and ask us if we needed help. She was very persistent. She's like, no, I'll call someone for you. I was like, everybody's so nice here in Texas. We're in Oklahoma. But she's like, no, actually, I'm a New Jersey transplant. So I guess Jersey people are okay.
Good old dirty Jersey. Well, let's see if we have any pinging. Here we go, full acceleration. Now, that problem is fixed. Made it to Clinton, Oklahoma. I'm gonna stop by a little brewery here. Should be, oh, is this it? Yeah, that looks like a brewery. This is it, Long Bell Brewing. Look at all the mini splits outside. Kind of weird, they just, I don't know, mounted right on the sidewalk. A little odd. And cacti, and Williams Electric next door. Look at this old building. Wow. Nice old lumber. Nice building.
Look at the cat. You want to go help another cat?
Where at?
Oh, look at her. Or him.
You good? So you want a beer? Is that it? He wants beer, that's what he wants. You're too small to drink beer, guys, so get drunk off one sip. So as we're on these trips, every time we get into a new town or area, I'll update actually here's the sweet Suburban. I already saved this one. Oh, it's got a 454 too, but always looking for the next thing that piques my interest or Jen's interest, you know, like this CJ7 right here, 87, or 83, I'm sorry. Let's see if we can make it to Tulsa tonight.
We're living on Tulsa time.
Jen booked us another fancy hotel. Look at the inside of this place. Unfortunately, they don't have our booking yet, so we're gonna just walk around and admire the water and the features. But yeah, I love the inside of this. That is so cool. We got our 15th floor room. Top of the floor. Finally had to. What do you think of that, Gus? Huh? We're all the way up here. Look at that. You walk out, and then boom. That's I think that's the fanciest. This is the fanciest I've ever been to, babe. Look down.
Oh, anyone afraid of heights?
That is pretty wild. Good late morning. About 10:30. Jen is. Ooh. Oh, that is cool. The sun comes in. Look at that. Lights the whole place up. It's like you're walking into the outside. We're taking a little side detour today to Wagoneer to go look at a 94 GMC Sierra 3500 Dolly diesel non-turbo. Here's the truck. It's been sitting for about 6 years, he said. 94 GMC 3500, 6.5 non-turbo, you said, right?
It is turbo.
Oh, it is got the turbo. Okay, gotcha. Oh, the listing said non-turbo. This is, yeah, this has been sitting for a little bit. Think about scooping this, and then we'll get Dalton down here, maybe. Tag team it. Ooh, does this dry out much as the summer comes, or?
Yeah.
I feel like pulling this out is going to be a real pain in the butt for any trail or anything getting back here.
Real bad rainstorms not too long ago.
Yeah, because she's sunk in pretty good. Climbing 42K.
Plus they got the pop-up gooseneck hitch, you know.
Gotcha. Looks like maybe some rodents got in at some point, unfortunately. It doesn't smell bad though. So, manual trans. Whoo, man. The rodents got to it under here. Look at, they took the all the insulation off.
Yeah.
And just
use it for nesting.
Yeah, used it for nesting and really went to town. Holy smokes.
I didn't see any damage to wires, but you know, there's no telling.
No, yeah, there's no telling really. I mean, these aren't too computerized, but yeah, it does.
It looks like it was more of like a raccoon or a possum was in there, so hopefully that's kept the rats out of it.
Yeah. Oh, and it's inside. It doesn't smell like rat piss or mouse piss or anything. But
see, that's definitely something big.
Yeah.
See, that's where it's
true.
bathroom is right there. So hopefully, whatever that is, kept the mice out of it.
Yeah. Good point. We had to pass on a 3500 mostly because it's sunk in the mud. And he's got the other guy coming to look at it with a one-ton truck and a trailer. So I'm gonna let the other guy take a crack at it. If he doesn't buy it, then we might still, but he does have these other two vehicles. He said we can come look at the Camaro and a Mustang. So let's go. Hopefully these are friendly horses, right? Hey! Gus doesn't like him. Yeah, this is a little drier over here. We could get a U-Haul trailer and maybe get one of these on. So let's take a peek. I didn't ask much about it. He said they've just been sitting. We got the V6 Mustang. Looks like a junkyard car. Maybe 03, 04. Junkyard car to me. Automatic transmission. That I'll probably pass on. And then this Camaro. What is this? Automatic also. Well, that's a big turnoff for me. You play with the horses? What are you barking at over here?
Explosives, you said?
Oh, they were worth checking out even though we didn't buy them. And brush fire over there. Welcome to Missouri. A bunch of cigarette butts, but some good grass for you. Back to the wet climate. We are in Springfield, Missouri. Got 1,100 miles to go till home. We're gonna, I don't know, try to make some time tonight, right?
Yep, that's right. There.
What's going on back here anyway? Had a little party?
No.
Man, I just cleaned these bugs this morning too. But probably should have cleaned them at stop as well. Bucky's 542 miles. We recently saw a billboard. Well, not recently. It was like, I think it said 1,038 miles. That's crazy. Last fill up for tonight. We're just shy of 950 miles for the day, about 14-15 hours. Made it to Columbus, Ohio from Oklahoma City. That includes some detours too, checking out vehicles today, whatever. But whew, could have kept going, but better to get some shut-eye before sunrise. And only 508 miles left for tomorrow. Morning. That wasn't so bad. I slept a solid 6 hours. Had to fire up the truck a couple times overnight because it was freezing cold. It's in the 20s. Woke up to these guys welding and banging metal on the tower. Kind of cool. All the way up there, running beads on that water tower. West Virginia. Do a little pass through. Cool old buildings here. Maybe go walk across the bridge. Wherever that may be. Man, they got bad roads here, I tell you. Well, the roads and what? Oh, there's Victoria. How about that? Welcome back to Pennsylvania. Booyah! And now we've just hopped on America's oldest superhighway. Opened in 1940, the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Original stretch was around Pittsburgh to Harrisburg. Tunnels it uses are actually from an uncompleted railroad project from the 1880s. Kind of neat. Off the Turnpike, which is right below us now, and we're gonna go check out one of the abandoned tunnels that was bypassed back in 1968, the Sidling Hill Tunnel. It's actually a 13-mile stretch, 2 tunnels that were bypassed. Above us should be a section of the Turnpike, and boom, yeah, so this is one of the original sections. 2 lanes going both ways, state of the art for its time in 1940. Way ahead of its time. America's first super highway.
Pretty cool.
Are you gonna run the whole stretch? All right, we'll see you. These bridges held up real good. An exposed rebar. No, I was saying look, this rebar was bent back in the 40s. Look at that beauty. Whew. Oh, you ventured too far. Made mommy mad. I'm gonna take a hike down to one of the tunnels. Let's see if Gus just meanders right in. We forgot to grab the light, which is not a big deal. I'm not gonna walk through the entire thing anyway, but this is the Sidling Tunnel, West End. So there's like some offices and stuff in here too for the Turnpike Commission. You can actually go inside all that. Come on, Gus, let's go. Wow, this is cool. Now, these were originally, like I already said, for a railroad tunnel project, but that never got completed and they used them for highway. Now I was reading during holidays that 2 lanes would have to come down to 1 since it's only 1 lane going each way in here, and it would create a big bottleneck. Pretty cool though, pretty cool. All right, so we walked about maybe halfway in or so. You can see light down there. It looks like it bends. You guys can't see it. But coming in here in the daytime with no light, it's no problem because the daylight, but at nighttime it would be
I bet that would be so scary.
pitch black in here at night. Hey, you get the drone, boy. Come on.
Oh no, Pop.
Come on,
Gus, come here. Go ahead.
And now we're passing under the modern day Turnpike.
In 800 feet, turn left on US 30 East.
Crossing the Susquehanna. There's 3 Mile Island down that way. About 2 hours from home. Okay, we just got off the Philly exit. We are like 15 minutes from home and we have a problem. The alternator is not charging. I just looked down. Actually, first my phone wasn't charging. And now, yeah, I guess I didn't realize on the highway, but we have no headlights. Truck's still running though. Yeah, on our gauge, we're down to like 8 volts on there. We have made it to an auto zone, which is open for another 7 minutes. So I'm gonna shut her off and now see, turn it on. It's got nothing. That's okay though, because we got a jump pack. So let's see if they got an alternator in stock. If not, we'll just hook the jump pack up to this for a little bit, get some charge enough to get home. No alternator in stock, so we just threw the jump pack on there and that'll be enough to get us home, hopefully. And we made it. Signature move, drive up onto the front lawn, park crooked. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. So the jump pack held up for the last 15 minutes, no problem. You see, we still got bright headlights. We made it, baby.
We made it!
Just under 2,800 miles from Pahrump, Nevada. A few pit stops and different things along the way, detours that added a couple miles. But yeah, reliable rig, 5.7 TBI. Got it done. Only one breakdown, and that would have been the alternator. So I guess we're gonna get unloaded, and we'll talk to you tomorrow because I am smoked. Come on, Turbs.
We missed you so
I know,
much.
it's been 2 weeks. He's like, who are you guys? Come on, Turbs. We left you a ton of food. All right, he's a good boy. Oh. Gosh, it's Turbo. All right, let the cat inside.
Hi, Turbo.
Oh, Gus is so happy to see him. Turbs, what you up to, huh? Did you have a good time? What's this on you? You get some dirt? For the charging system, check out what I found. Underneath the battery, really heavy corrosion from clearly a leaking battery. The alternator actually looks much newer, so I'm checking out the wiring, and then I see this duct tape here. And look at that, wire corroded through. So that would make sense why it wasn't charging. That comes right off of there. As far as the battery, I took the cap off. And yes, this side is completely empty. So if I filled it and recharged this, that would probably be fine. But looking down the bottom, definitely has a leak. So instead of silicone in that, I'll probably just get a new battery because this one's 2019 anyway. And well, it was dead when we got there. Luckily, we're getting to this sooner than later because you know, it hasn't had a chance to rot anything away yet. I'm gonna hit all this spilled battery acid with an acid neutralizer. Going too ham on it. It's going to be clean enough. I got the intake gaskets on order along with some valve cover gaskets. And by the way, the coolant level, ever since putting this pressurized cap on there, we're about 9 inches down. And we'll do a nice flush on this system. You see somebody's got the flush port I added on there too for the heater core. After scraping all the heavy rust off this battery tray, Blaster Metal Rescue Rust Remover Gel. This stuff works wonders getting the, prepped for paint. You just paint it right on there, let it sit for maybe 20 minutes. That looks pretty good. Could have gone a little bit longer with it or scraped off some of the heavier rust, but good enough. Just remember that stuff's on of acid, so you definitely got to make sure to degrease the part first and clean all that off. That being said, I don't think there's really much neutralization or prep you have to do besides maybe cleaning it with soapy water and then priming it before painting it. This gel is basically the same stuff as the rust remover bath, which you guys see me probably using that on the airboat on a bunch of rusty parts. But it's non-toxic, water-based, acid-free, and it just works awesome for cleaning old rusty parts. So really a big fan of it. For the corroded off wire on the alternator, positive. This is actually an aftermarket cable, and you see how thin and chintzy this one on here is? Well, they joined this fat gauge coming off the alternator, so I don't like that. I'm not gonna use this. In fact, I think we're gonna just get rid of these side posts altogether because this one's getting pretty crusty. I mean, this one's obviously newer, but never a fan of the side posts. So we'll get a marine battery in here. Oh yeah, perfect fit in the tray. Heck, the cool part is I could just reuse these ends as well. Clean the corrosion off of this one. That looks awesome. You got some custom heater hose caps filled with silicone, greased up the terminals, these custom covers as well. That way, you know, try to protect that positive terminal, and so dirt doesn't cling to all the grease as much. Yep, that's way better than the one that was in there. I've had really good luck with these Marine starting batteries, and they're only $100. So I don't know. And plus, if you ever want to switch the terminals over, add something, put jumper cables off of here, you got nice big terminals. Unlike these stupid side post terminals. Never a big fan. They had corrosion coming out of that one, and then it goes and runs down the cable, and that's probably why the other one was corroded all down inside and had to be replaced. This I have to reseal. It's got a little crack on the bottom. Now for the moment of truth, does it charge? Oh yeah, there it is. Just under 13 volts. It was down to 8 before. So. Who's chirping down there? That's the power steering belt. We're actually, I think it's supposed to be 2 belts on there. And there's only one. Got a little bit of a manifold leak down there too. Probably just needs one of those new donut gaskets. Like a rock. That voltage came up to 14.5. Race truck. That's gonna wrap things up on this Desert Cruiser for now. We're gonna do something with this paint. You know, it's certainly worthy of a paint job, but I kind of would like to just polish it up, maybe paint these strips a different color and use like Poppy's patina or something on it, keep that rust. I mean, everybody's got different feelings toward that. You can see over on the other side, we actually had a hailstorm roll through. Just peppered this thing, breaking through some of the haze. So that is what it would look like. I think this would polish up to look pretty nice. And I have to get a windshield due to the big crack. But here's to look at some of the parts I already got. I got some used badges and such. The wing window seals, regulator, get all the windows working. Lots of fun stuff. I like this truck. Definitely would have put a little bit more TLC, fix these rattly windows, and yep, she deserves that. Otherwise, just want to say a huge thank you to you guys who tune into these videos, especially if you watch all the way till now. The people that chose to be members of the channel, thank you very, very much for basically a sponsorship. I appreciate that a ton. These vlog, you know, cross-country trips, we love doing them, but they do get like if we did them all the time, it would just be crazy. Wears you out on the road. I did just get the new hats in, so I got this style, and then the style you may have seen me be wearing before, so those should be updated on the website, NoNonsenseKnowHow.com. Link down below if you want to check them out. Some other future videos coming up are going to be the CJ7 post hole auger. We're going to take that off and do some cool things with that. Just got the title for the Fury wagon, so that's going to be a really cool video when we get that rolling. And we also just picked up a junky boat, so see you in all that. Thanks very much. No Nonsense, No How. Over out. Bye.